Home remedies with milk. Milk has always been valued as one of the most nutritive and whole foods that exists, as it contains a large amount of proteins, carbohydrates, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, and vitamins A, C, and B12. Although a remarkable fact, in recent years, is that experts advise that milk alone is always more beneficial for breastfed babies than for adults. It is quite common after maturing, for example, to suffer from an intolerance of the lactase enzyme, which also indicates another fact, the difficulty for our bodies to absorb animal proteins. This makes milk consumption a complicated topic. It is difficult for us to digest, or it contains too many fats. However, we should never ignore that it is basic and essential at a certain time in our lives. Milk prevents illnesses like rickets, arthritis, lack of minerals, making it essential until we reach adolescence. Afterward, we can use it in a balanced way for a healthy ration of calcium and those other necessary nutrients that make up its composition, so long as we feel well, and always consume it in a balanced manner. With 1 or 2 glasses a day, remember, for example, its high levels of calories and saturated fats. Milk also contains a series of healing properties which could be useful to us on many occasions, like when we suffer from some sort of illness, or even as a natural substitute for some cosmetics. We would therefore like to offer you another vision of milk, another perspective to make you see that this animal product can be very beneficial to us in certain occasions. Here are natural remedies with milk. Natural remedies with milk for health. Acne remedy with milk. To reduce the discomforts of pimples and boils, or to make them disappear, all you need to do is grab a glass of warm milk and let a slice of bread soak in it. Afterward, take a piece and apply to the boil, keeping it there until it cools. Milk possesses anti-inflammatory and healing properties. It is a very ancient and highly effective remedy. Insomnia remedy. Milk's sedative property is also well known. It contains tryptophan, that acts as a body calmer. For this to be truly effective for us, we can drink 1 glass of warm milk with cinnamon before going to bed, which will help you rest. Sunburn and insect bite remedy. In this case, use powdered milk. It is perfect for neutralizing insect poison and alleviating the pain with burns. Mix 1 tablespoon of powdered milk with 2 tablespoons water, and a pinch of salt. Then rub this paste on the affected areas. Asthma remedy. To alleviate asthma attacks, boil 1 cup of milk and add 1 teaspoon of black ground pepper. Let set for a few minutes, and sip the milk. This creates a very remarkable and beneficial effect. Properties of milk for beauty. used since antiquity, milk's properties have an endless list of secretes, concentrated around its lactic acid, belonging to the alpha-hydroxy acids family. This is essential for skin care, and offers smoothness and uniformity. It also contains oligopeptides, which provide antioxidants that are capable of reducing wrinkles and softening the skin. Milk mask for oily skin. To soften the inconveniences of oily skin, making a homemade mask with milk could be very useful. For this, blend a little less than half a glass of skim milk, 1 ripe tomato, and 1 TBSP. Cornstarch. The mixture should be thick enough to apply to your face for at least half an hour. Then rinse with cold water. Milk mask for normal skin. In this case, use half a cup of powdered milk, combined with a bit of water, enough to make the paste thick. Apply this for 20 minutes to a half an hour, and then clean your face with warm water. Your skin will immediately feel very fresh. Mask for dry skin. In this case, use a little bit less than half a cup of milk, 1 apple, and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Place in the blender, and once it has reached a thick mixture, apply for half an hour. Remedy for the eyes. Milk is a perfect element to alleviate those days when we wake up with puffy eyes. For this, use cold skim milk. It is important that this be skim milk, as whole milk will always leave greasy residues. If you moisten a few cotton balls with this cold skim milk, you will immediately find relief for your eyes. This is an incredibly simple, traditional, and very effective remedy. Hair conditioning remedy. You might know other types of conditioners, like olive oil or vinegar, but a truly pleasant one that has been used since antiquity is milk. Do this after washing your hair, when it is moist. Apply 1 glass of milk to your hair and let set for 5 minutes. Then rinse again.